We're going to take Dan through a plank test now. So we're going to look at a front plank, side plank, and that's just a good indicator of endurance as well. So it's testing our core muscles, our shoulder muscles, and just general muscle fatigue as well. So this is a pretty good indicator to make sure that you're not going to injure the back. It's not the perfect test, but I like to see you being able to do 90 seconds in each of these planks. If, and you're smiling now, if you fall short of 90 seconds, then that's probably a red flag. Alrighty, so let's go down to the ground here, mate. So we're going to get you setting up in a standard plank, and I'll correct your form if need be. So Dan's going to have his hips parallel to the ground, so up a little bit higher, and a bit higher again there, Dan, and slightly lower than that. There you go. So we're going to hold that as long as you can. And Dan's cursing me already.
Yep.
And I guess what we're looking for in the plank test is we're looking for a pretty neutral spine. Also, if you have your head up slightly higher there, Dan, and then slightly down with the chin. So you're going to have good alignments of the spine there. If we're really kinked up this way or really rounded that way, we're going to load the muscles a little bit differently, which might cause tightness or pain. So posture with this one's pretty important. And if Dan starts to sag here as well, it's cheating in a way too, because the muscles aren't activating. How are you going there so far, mate?
Terrible.
So we're halfway in now. And Dan's doing quite well. So we're just approaching the minute there. And the goal with this is again 90 seconds. And where are you feeling this so far, Dan?
In my glutes.
In the glutes? Okay, that's a good indicator. Some people will feel this in the lower back if their posture is starting to sag. So the glutes and core is where we want to feel this. And another 10 seconds there, mate. And Dan's completely slow rolled us here, so he can probably do another 5 minutes, I reckon. And pause. Good work. So feel that through mainly the glutes.
Mainly glutes, back and knees, because my bad legs.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one we'll get you facing the camera. You're going to be on your left side. We're going to do a single arm side plank.
Yep.
So with this one, we'll have your feet stacked up on top of each other. Perfect. You're going to have your shoulder in good alignment with the spine.
Yep. Huh?
Yeah, and you'll have your hand on your hip. Perfect. And we'll get you lifting up now. Let's get you up a little bit higher with the hip. So with this one, we're trying to make sure he's got good alignment. If he's rolled forward too much, it's cheating. If you're rolling back too much, you're going to lose your balance. So I like that position Dan's in now. So we're 15 seconds in to a 90-second test, and Dan doesn't like it very much. And where are you feeling this one, mate?
Oh, that's back.
Yep, so this is going to test our obliques. It's testing the shoulder endurance and also the musculature around the spine as well. So that's halfway there, Dan. And doing well so far. And we're at the 50-second mark there. Good, just trying to control your breathing there, mate. That's a minute. Good, keep going with that. And 20 seconds to go. And 10 seconds left there, Dan. And then you can break there. Well done, mate. I'm sure you felt that a bit in the shoulder and the neck there as well.
Lower back.
And the lower back.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Shoulder was fine compared to that.
That's
Like
it.
that.
So form looks good, feet stacked up on top of each other. And we're just trying to keep the back in good alignment. So pretty good position there, mate. And again, we're trying to hold that for 19 seconds. How's that feeling so far, Dan?
Much better than the other side.
We're at the 30-second mark there. Good. Like we mentioned last time, what we're looking for here is good alignment between the shoulder, hips and ankles. Make sure we're not coming too far forward or back in this action. We're trying to make sure Dan's hip keeps a good distance from the ground there as well. Good, that's halfway, mate. And approaching a minute there. 30 seconds to go. Where are you feeling this, mate?
Mainly in my right shoulder blade.
Right shoulder blade, yep. And again, as we mentioned, with this test, we're looking at the shoulders, obliques, and just general muscle endurance as well, through the side of the spine. 15 seconds to go, mate. Good, 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, good effort. Survived. So I think the last thing we'll do is a vertical leap, if you can. So we're going to do a vertical leap now. So a vertical leap is a good measure of distance, and also we can find out potential power leaks. So if Dan's got a very good vertical leap, but average swing speed, we know he's not utilising the ground as you potentially could. And it's a good way to look at where to push your training to. So PGA Tour average is around 22 to 23 inches, which is very high. And I guess on tour now, we know a lot of the guys are becoming athletes. So being able to be strong through the legs is a really good measure of swing speed and trying to get the ball out there. So with Dan, what we'll do is we'll start with a 50% jump. We'll do a few of those. Then I'm going to record your max leaps. And from there, we're going to calculate your flight time and give you a vertical leap measure. Alrighty, so I'll let you stand in front of the camera there. And I'm just going to do a couple of recordings. So just a couple of 50% jumps here, mate.
Squat all the way down, or?
Yeah, squat it all the way down and jump up as high as you can. Nice. We'll go through a few of those. Alrighty, mate. Yeah, so we're going to do a max jump here. So jumping up as high as you can. Okay, and we'll do one more. Okay. So what I'll do now, I'm going to analyse through an app what we're seeing in terms of the height. So like we said, 22 to 23 inches is a pretty good measure. How do you feel doing those? What did it feel like?
It wasn't very high at all. So currently right now what I do with my training is I work a lot more on club path and facer path. When it comes to impact and speed control, I do a speed training group twice a week too, with different speed sticks routines, rotation routines and weight training.
Okay, good. So I'm just finishing this vertical leap here. Alrighty, so we've analysed vertical leap. You're at 18 inches, which isn't bad. That used to be PGA average a little while back. But because all the golfers are starting to do strength training and speed training, that has gone from 18 to 23. It's quite a big difference. So you're utilising the ground pretty well, but there's always a bit of room for improvement. Alright, mate. Any questions about the screening or things you want to bring up?
No, trust me.
Okay, beautiful.